Hello dear friends, we carry on learning about associative socionics based on the book Personality Type and Art, and I'm the author. My name is Olga Tangeman. Today we will be talking about Model A. We have talked about it in the chapter 1 when we considered Model A in more detail. But today I would like to add missing information. This information was described in chapter 2 in the part of personality development and forms of consciousness. It is because this topic is partly considered from the point of consciousness, how information is perceived in the unconscious and flows to conscious and then goes back into unconscious and as a storage, and then in a transformed way it may be reached in our dreams in a symbolic way, or maybe it comes to the conscious as well when it is needed. I would like to show you how energy and information is flowing in the Model A, in a shape of a butterfly. It will be slightly different structure. Okay, here you will see the Model A of the type Robespierre, logical, intuitive, introvert. So this is a mental part of Model A, and this is a vital part of Model A of this type. The first two functions, introverted logic and extroverted sensing, represent block ego. It is the most strongest block in the personality structure. At the bottom you see weaker block, which is called superego block, with the functions vulnerable function, extroverted sensing, and role function, introverted ethics. And here to the left you see the block it with extroverted logic and introverted intuition, and block superate. Block superate is the weakest block of the structure with introverted sensing and extroverted ethics. So as we said, information perceived with unconscious and come from unconscious. That means that the person registers information of extroverted logic, and it comes to program function introverted logic. This information creates a goal for the person if he has got any ideas, what he wants to achieve, and realization, processing of information and realization comes to the creative channel. So this is a program channel, this is creative channel. So these functions are used in creating new information or new action to support the ideas and to achieve the goal. So this is creative channel. Information flows anti-clockwise this way from restrictive function, to program, to creative, and to background function this way. And this vulnerable channel and suggestive channel, these are supportive channel because they are considered to be weak channel. Information here also starts flowing from unconscious, but in a different direction, clockwise, from suggestive function, extroverted ethics, to role function, introverted ethics, then to vulnerable function, extroverted sensing, and back to introverted sensing, mobilization function. So in a different direction. What does it mean exactly? It means that these channels, the program channel, it is how we collect information, how we gather information. And because logics is for the type Robespierre is the strongest function, so information flows very easily from external world to the self. It becomes internalized, and that's how I call it internal gathering, from the outside world to the self. Information flows as easy as the water into the sponge. That's analogy. The person doesn't make much effortless. There is another channel where we collect information, and this is role channel. But this is weak functions, and that means we have to make an effort to collect information. So this is external gathering of information in a way that we actively search information and ask other people to help us with this information. Then we have got two channels which are considered producing information. This is creative channel and vulnerable channel. The difference is that creative channel contains strong functions, and that's why this information flows into the world from the self to other people, and it is confident information. The person helps people around actively and confidently. So this is creative channel for others, we can say. But as regards to mobilizing vulnerable channel, information is very sensitive for the person, and the person doesn't share this information easily with others. So whatever information is produced mainly for ourselves, for your own purposes, to cover your weak points. And people usually collect a lot of information and very sensitive acting upon this information. Create new information all the time, but mainly for themselves. So we have got internal gathering, accepting channel. Then we have got external gathering. It's also accepting channel. It's called accepting functions in these channels. And then we have got producing channels, creative and vulnerable. The functions in model A also are known for such qualities like being inert and being contact functions. So inert functions process information slowly but deeply, and contact functions produce information superficially and quick. So we have got two inert channels with inert functions. It is program channel is inert and vulnerable channel is inert. And we have got two contact channels. It is creative and role channel. No, it's understandable why creative channel is a contact channel, because if we produce information, then obviously we do it for ourselves, for other people. We contact them to give information. We want to share information on the creative channel. And contact channel role function, it is role function and suggestive function. This is a channel where we search for information, we gather information actively. We need to put a lot of effort and we need help of others, and obviously we contact others to receive confident information that we need. So that is a description of model A based on a structure of associative model, which was missing in a part of model A in chapter 1, and that's why I explained that. Thank you very much for watching.